Bitcoin inching closer to all-time highs as the crypto market certainly reaps the benefits from the addition of spot Bitcoin ETFs here, plus more applications for Ethereum ETFs. All of this is positive for the broader crypto space. Here to discuss what's next for these digital assets, we've got Matt Hogan, who is the Bitwise Asset Management Chief Investment Officer here. Matt, great to see you. What from your stance is the biggest catalyst that is continuing to move crypto higher and Bitcoin specifically after we were anticipating more largely a sell the news type of event once the Bitcoin ETFs finally went public?
That's right. But I think the demand for these ETFs far exceeded anyone's expectations. By any measure, these are the most successful ETF launches of all time. And as you mentioned in the last segment, sometimes it comes down to simple supply and demand. If we looked last week, these Bitcoin ETFs purchased over 30,000 Bitcoin net, and Bitcoin miners only produced 6,000 Bitcoin. And as you said, that number is going to fall in half the amount miners are producing in a few weeks. More demand, reduced new supply. Sometimes it's as easy as that to explain why the price is going up.
Yeah, Matt, when you have Bitcoin right above 66,000 coming off its best month that we have seen since 2020, is there anything, do you think, standing in the way of this massive rally that we're seeing?
Yeah, the thing that could stop Bitcoin from rallying is if long-term Bitcoin investors decide to sell, right? Because the ETF is soaking up more than 100% of the net new supply. So it's only when people who have been holding Bitcoin for 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years decide to sell that we could see prices pull back, because I don't see the ETF demand going anywhere. You could see some of that selling as we breach new all-time highs, but I think we're going significantly higher. I think this is a bull market with legs. I think we'll still be talking to this about this into the summer and beyond.
Matt, I'm not sure I entirely realize just how many people are heading to the ballot boxes this year internationally. You've got 64 countries holding elections here and what's anticipated to be a record year for the number of people voting. Here's why I bring that up. That also means that in some areas in the world, crypto might be on the ballot as well. Are there large elections that those who are holding Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency assets should be paying closest attention to?
Absolutely. This is actually a big catalyst for crypto this year. Yes, the ETFs are important. Yes, mining is important. Potential Fed rate cuts are important. But the election could be a huge catalyst. If you look just here in the US, about 100 million Americans have some exposure to crypto, according to statistics. Even if 5% of them incorporate crypto into how they vote, that could tilt the elections. And you're already seeing politicians start to play to this. You're seeing momentum for crypto in Washington. 2022, early 2023, crypto faced huge regulatory headwinds. I think those are going to flip to tailwinds as we enter the end of this year. And it's part of the mainstreaming of crypto, which is, the sort of meta narrative for this bull market.
Matt, when it comes to Biden versus Trump, it looks like that's going to be the likely matchup here in 2024. Is one better than the other for crypto?
Look, crypto wins as long as there's not a complete Democratic sweep of both houses of Congress and the presidency. Again, the tide is rising for crypto across the board. I think either would be fine. Maybe on the edges, much of crypto would prefer a Trump victory, less sort of harsh regulation from the top down at the SEC. But again, unless there is a complete Democratic sweep, I think it's positive for crypto. I think generally the Washington trends are moving in crypto's direction.